Hey, son, you're live. Show these people what you got. I know that solar flash is near. I know we are living through this right now. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my soul. I've been seeing the signs, sign after sign after sign after sign. If you didn't believe before, I feel like I keep hearing the number 5, maybe 5 days or so. Only in about that much time, everybody in the world is going to see. They won't have a choice but to believe that these weird, eccentric, wishy-washy, spiritual people who speak about this thing called ascension, called awakening, oh, and this thing called Revelations and Genesis. Oh, well, you're just kooks, right? You're all crazy. Huh. What's crazy now is not to believe. That's what's crazy. The non believers. That's what's crazy. Just wanted to put a shout out to you guys and let you know that it's a beautiful day, that you should get outside in the sunshine and work your way up to ascend. Lay down like I am in the grass, look up at the sky, not directly at the sun, please. The sun, the moon, and the stars, well, they've all been doing some weird things lately. Have you noticed? Have you noticed a big giant moon in the sky at like midnight last night? It was super low yet. It just didn't even seem like it was in the right place, and it was huge. And then we had the sun the other day looking the same way. It was just so orange and just popped. It's just out there. You couldn't not look at it. It was so gigantic and just beautiful. And another instance a few nights ago with the moon looking orange and beautiful and bright and just every detail you could see so clearly. And now that we have these iPhones, I mean, it's just incredible the things that we can see. I think it's nuts not to look up into the sky at this point. Like, I think it's nuts not to believe in ascension at this point and to believe in the great shift, because it's here, it's upon us, it's happening now. We're going into times right now. It's going to seem heavy at first. I do believe a lot of things that we didn't necessarily know before are gonna come about, like the truth of everything. Just like the veil is gonna fall off, the mask is gonna just fall off of every single person. So yeah, it might be a hard time for people who are not genuine and have a lot that they're hiding, because it's gonna, oops, now you never about me, and I don't have a choice. We just know the truth is out there, and if you are, say, not a good person, have not done things, do not have good thoughts, well, this is gonna be a rough time for you, because it's like definitely like a lifting of the veil, a lifting of the lies, and yeah, deceit, anything like that coming forth. Now, the people who are genuine, truest self within the last few years, the people who have prepared for this, well, it's going to be a cakewalk. It's going to be, well, the same thing that they've been feeling and doing because they're already, it's like already there. Many people are already there, you know, and we're just bringing the whole world with us now. But it is a time of great awakening. I've just had such undeniable proof of this in the last couple of, maybe it's been getting more intense. The sign is to stand bold, stand naked. What I mean by naked is not your clothes off, but naked in the soul, meaning that you are being transparent. You are completely 100% yourself. And that's hard. That's hard. I have yet to get there myself, but I know that's the way. And you meet the challenge with a completely open slate, like as if it was the first time you seen the situation, but not in a naive way either, in a way that's you strong, you know what to do, you just know what to do. So you meet the situation, you stand up strong, you're not wearing any armor, any mask, any false, any, you don't even need a sword, you just have your hands. You think you're gonna fight. If you bring a sword to it, most likely it's gonna cause the person to look at it and think that you want to fight. Bring a sword to the situation, you're wanting to fight with the situation. So come barehanded with no props and nothing but yourself, and just be yourself, because that's all you can be. And if you can hang on to your emotions, you can dissolve any situation you want. You can dissolve it. You can give yourself a clean slate. If you don't attach anything to it, not fear, not joy, if you're not having joy over it, because that's fake joy. Unless it's real joy, then please approach the situation with joy. But if it's not giving you a good feeling, you're not gonna be joyful, and then joyful would be fake. So how do you meet a situation that you're afraid of? You meet it head on, and you just do it. You just go, you just be, you walk right through it as if you have an invisible armor on, which you do. Your invisible armor is faith in yourself, faith that you've got this. I've got this. I know I have a loving Father, Mother, Source, God, Creator, angelic beings who want me to rise up and become my highest self so I can join them. They're also there to help me through the fearful situation. How could you be afraid of anything when you know that you have angelic beings walking by your side? How can you fear anything when you know that God, Source, Mother, Father, Universe, whatever you want to call it, is walking with you and has your back 100%? How could you could walk through fire, how could you be afraid when you know you're backed by an angelic team? And we are. And the more people rise to become their most genuine self without judging themselves or judging the world, judging, that's the next thing I wanted to talk about. Everything kind of rolls into the other thing. Judgment. Judgment is a high one for me in this lifetime. Judgment has been my training ground, my lessons. And I think judgment to me has been worse than fear. I have never ever liked judgy people, and that's the honest to God truth. I don't even like saying it because it makes me feel icky to not like something. But I have always had an issue with judging with my whole life. I have never understood why on God's green earth anybody would judge another person. For one, they don't look like that person. For two, they are not the same gender of that person. For three, they don't walk in that person's shoes. They're period, they're not in that person's skin. Four, they don't have that person's life. They don't know what that person's gone through. And for that reason, how could you judge anybody or talk about somebody else in a shameful way when you are not walking in their shoes? Until you really rise up, like they say, only God can judge. It's because the way God judges is not by appearances or what they might think. The way that God judges is by a true, genuine understanding of morals, values, and if that person has them or not. That is the only way a person
Did JB
is
eat
meant
this
to
morning?
be judged. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. The only way a person's meant to be judged is to be judged by their morals, their honor, their recognition and faith. You can tell immediately, almost immediately, when you meet somebody. Well, maybe not immediately, but you'll see how they treat other people, for example, and right away you're gonna know if that person has good values or not. That's the only way that God's gonna judge. Do you have good morals, good values, good intentions? Intentions are huge. Not have you made this mistake and that mistake, and have you done this, have you done that, have you what did you do yesterday? What job do you have? How much money do you have? Are you working? Are you lazy? Do you clean? Are you messy? Do you have things that you might like that might hold you back, crutches? Like, do you have addictions to alcohol? Do you have addictions to caffeine? Do you have addictions to relationships? Anything like that? Have you had bad relationships? Have you made mistakes in any walk of life? Have you made mistakes? Did you make a mistake yesterday? I'm sure we all did. And we don't judge a person based on their mistakes. And that is God. That is source. So yes, when you know the values that your God lives by. If your God is the God of love and of light, which is love and truth, ultimate, unconditional love and truth, that means no conditions, then if that's what you're seeking, well, that's what you must become. So all these light people that say they're light workers out there, or people that say they are churchgoers out there, going to church on Sunday is wonderful. But do you listen? Do you become the scriptures? Are the scriptures your life? Do they reflect your life? Do you see signs in the scriptures of your very own life? Do you feel like you know the people in the Bible, in the book? Do you feel like they're your cousins, brothers, uh, in maybe a past life? That's the kind of way that you're really honoring God and His church. Not just going and listening, half listening, going on your phone and putting some money in the thing. No, that's not it. That's not it. It's knowing His disciples and really knowing them by, like, like, like Jesus was condemned by His people, was put down by His very own people. Have you had that situation happen to you? Quite a bit. Have you, John the Baptist, he was jailed for 10 days in a really rough isolation situation. Have you had that happen to you? Then that's the way that you understand church, the Bible, God, religion. That's the way. I never used to want to talk about religion before, but now I'm like, you know what? I understand. And so I feel that I can. And light workers, the same goes for you. Light workers who saw the secret and wanted to manifest. I'm going to manifest a car. I'm going to manifest abundance. I'm going to manifest all these magical things in my life because I'm a light worker. Even if you see vision, I have downloads and I hear spirit. I'm a light worker. Well, okay. So you say you're a worker of love and of light. Are you then unconditionally loving to people? That means loving them without conditions. Conditions are, do you have a job? What kind of shirt are you gonna wear today? What kind of style do you have? Conditions. Do you have no conditions on them and just love them purely for who they are, mistakes and all? That is a light worker. That's light. I mean, that's love. That's unconditional love. So, are you light? Do you tell the truth? Are you genuine? Are you not afraid to be yourself in front of others? I have really worked on this one because I do want to call myself a pure, genuine light worker of the ground crew, and I don't want to be a hypocrite and say, well, you're not really, a light worker if you don't follow the light, which is truth. And that's been hard for us all. I think is like we lie to put these masks on to make our lives easier. We pretend, and yeah, that's got to come off. And I know, and really, I have one way that I've not followed that. I think, other than one thing, I've really, truly become my 100% genuine self, unapologetically me. The people who know this situation probably, if they were listening to me, would laugh because they know what I'm talking about. I have one thing in my life that I have to come forward about that I haven't been very transparent or truthful about. But anyways, that's personal. But that's what I mean. You know, as long as you're striving for it to become it, then you're good. You're golden. If you make mistakes, but yet you're like, oh my God, I learned from that mistake. I see that mistake for what it is. I'm so apologetic about it because, and I can say sorry because of the fact that I learned from it and I'm changing it and growing from it and it won't happen again. That's when you can say sorry. Um, so judging, back to that judging, like you can't judge somebody based on circumstances, period. So there's a lot of that going on in this world, in our system. Our system, you know, is meant to go on a certain path, and if something's not following the natural way of things,